Authority, the NTA Enugu Network Center. My name is Amuli Onyekong. Today we have a special program, and we are going to be hanging out with a special set of people. I'm talking about the visually impaired personalities. They are the Nigerian Association of the Blind, and I have with me the national president, Comrade Stanley Onyebuchi. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
I actually have Rebecca Hassan. Rebecca Hassan is the woman leader of the association. Rebecca, glad to have you in the studio.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Thank you for having me also. Yeah. Now let's go to the matter of the day. Please, the program you're having is Annual International White Cane Safety Commemoration. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. This is the first time I'm hearing White Cane Safety Day. As a presenter and a media person, I don't even know what White Safety Day is. So I want us to start by us knowing what the White Cane Safety Day is. And I think the right person to do this is the national chairman. Comrade Onyebuchi, can you tell us what the White Cane Safety Day is, please?
Yes, for people who doesn't know, white cane is the walking stick that the blinds use to navigate their way.
Okay.
I'm holding this. Although when it was introduced, they were all painted white, but these days they come in different colors.
All right.
So on every 15th October, is being celebrated as International White Cane Day and Safety Week.
All right, thank you very much. Rebecca,
yes.
The national president said his White Cane Safety Day commemoration. Yeah. And when you say white cane, in this part of the world, when you say cane, it means that you're ready to flog. Do you use the cane to flog people when you're moving on the road?
Oh, no, at all. We're not using it to flog. We're using it to trace our way.
Okay.
If we are going anywhere, we use this cane for identification. Okay. We use the canes to show the people that, yes, this is a visual impaired person. And if you're entering more, especially you are going to the park, you will use it to enter more especially you are going to enter the car, you will use that cane to trace where are you going to sit down, where is your seat, and where is the door for you to enter the car. So that we are using it to identify or to trace our way, to trace what is in your front. If you are crossing the gutter, you will use it to cross the gutter. Anything that you are going to do with the cane, more especially to show you as you that you are seeing from the far, you will say, okay, this is the tree ahead of you, and you use that your sight to not to go that side. But for the visually impaired person, we use it to the cane, the white cane, to trace if it is a tree, if it is a gutter, you want to use it, you use the cane to cross that gutter. So that is the main thing that we use with the cane.
All right, thank you very much. So we can generally say that the cane is your second eye.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
It is the first.
Okay, it's the first eye. All right, now you said that the intent of the cane is to help you navigate, and for people that see to equally know that the visually impaired is coming. But how far have you achieved? Do you think people know about the stick, comrade?
People don't know much about it.
Okay.
That's why in some cities, if we raise it up when trying to cross the road, motorists don't stop. Keke operators, Okada riders, they don't stop. You know, as a visual impaired person, you cannot cross the road by running. So you have to walk slowly. So in many cities outside this country, even in some of our neighboring countries here, once a visual impaired person raised this, motorists, they stop and the person cross. But it is not so here. That's why we are using this safety day to create awareness to the general public.
Okay. Now, Rebecca,
yes,
why do you have the need to do this annually? Why do you have the White Cane Safety Day annually? Why is it celebrated annually?
Oh yeah, the reason of celebrating it annually is to enlighten people that this is the use of cane. If you see somebody with this cane, you should know that that person is blind. If you see somebody with this cane, that person needs your help. so that you come and help the person, the visually impaired person. So that is the main reason of celebrating it every year, to enlighten people that they're yet to know what is this white cane is all about. So that is the reason why we are doing it, and that is the reason why we came here to do it, to enlighten the people of this zone, the people of Enugu, so that they will know the reason of using the white cane day is for identification of person with disability. If you see them, you will help them.
Yes. All right, thank you. Yeah. We've been talking about white cane. But funny enough, looking at what the comrade has in front of him, it is not white. It's rather black, probably white, silver, and brown. So now tell me, comrade, why is it called white cane when you're holding multicolored stick?
No, just like I said before the interview, or during the interview, when it was introduced, most of them are being painted white, so that when a visually impaired person is holding it at night, especially the motorists, when they flash their lights, they will now see that this person is holding a guide cane. You understand? We here call it white cane, but some also call it guide cane. It can be called guide cane. You understand? Okay. So like this one, I can call it white cane.
Can you raise it? Because
I can't call it white. I can call it guide cane. So that they will know that what I'm saying is true. So it's a guide cane. Okay. And for some colors like the silver you talked about, these are the colors that will attract.
Okay, they reflect.
They will reflect, especially at night. Okay. So that's why you see they added this silver color to it. Right.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know, let me take you back a little bit. Who started the White Cane Safety Day? Did it start in Nigeria, or is it a worldwide celebration?
In 1961. Okay,
did it start here in Nigeria?
In New York, United States of America.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's something you guys learned from somewhere and decided to solidify it here, or carry on with them.
Well, we are part of United Nations. Okay. So it's a day that United Nations set aside.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you've been commemorating this thing, the White Cane Day, Safety Days every year. Do you think that you've achieved much with the celebration? How far have you sensitized? How aware do you think the public is with the White Cane Safety Day celebration? Do they know much about the visually impaired in Nigeria?
They don't know.
Okay, so tell us.
They don't know, and I will blame it to the government.
Okay.
Many of the state chapters have written a letter of financial assistance for them to celebrate this day. But believe me, as of Friday, I reach out to all the state leaders. The states that are set to celebrate this day, they are not up to 10. So they are not up to 10.
That's it's not a pass mark.
So it is not because they cannot afford. The associations doesn't have money to procure these guide canes. You understand? And do other things, print T-shirts and what have you. So it's just few states that are doing it. But at least I thank God that about 3 states in this particular zone, and also about 3 also in the northeast, where Lagos State. You see, in Lagos State, they respect people holding this cane because they do the awareness every year. Okay. They observe it every year. So if I go to Lagos, I move freely. Even the Moluwe and Danfo drivers, they know this. The awareness has been created so long, has been so long in Lagos State, so they know about it. I was in Lagos a few months ago, and we raised it to cross to the other side of the road, and the Okada rider stopped.
Oh yeah, that's nice. So at least slowly but gradually you are moving, and in no time everybody will get to be aware of the white cane stick. Now you said that for the celebration that but the fund is not forthcoming. And I heard you talk about procuring the white cane. Now, can you tell us what does it take to get one white cane stick? Somebody that is watching might want to be of help. So what does it take to get a stick? If you can, Rebecca can go.
Okay, like this one.
Yes.
This one now is the list. It goes for 8,000.
Okay.
But there are ones of 15, 20, 25. Even there are canes of 150,000.
That one must be magical.
Those ones they come with sensor.
Oh, right.
If there is
Any danger to signal. All right, thank you very much. Don't worry, we are moving.
Yes.
In no time, Nigeria will be comfortable for everybody. I believe.
That's our prayer.
All right, now let's get to why we are here. We are here because of the annual International White Cane Safety Day. So, can you tell us where you are having this year's event? What's the venue? Rebecca, do you know the venue? Or let me go back to the national chairman. You are the wrong member. National president.
The work starts tomorrow.
Okay.
By 9 a.m.
Okay.
We will assemble at Polo Field. I think that should be towards IMT.
Yes, you're right.
And we'll pass through some of the major roads. We'll have a brief stopover at the government house.
Okay.
Then we'll terminate at the NUJ Center.
Okay.
Where the celebration will take place. And we are inviting the general public to
I'm promising you I'm going to be here because I can't imagine. I'm already imagining you people in your uniform and everybody with their stick walking.
And dancing also. Dancing.
It's going to be a nice sight. I can't wait to be part of it. All right, thank you very much. So you said it's a week-long event. You've told us the walk. After the walk, what happens? When you get to the NUJ Center, what happens?
Well, we have invited government officials and even those from the religious body. There will be goodwill messages and there will be speech from the office of the president of the association and also a press release from the organization as well.
All right.
Then some of our members will also display their talents. So they'll showcase their talents during the event.
Okay. You said that you've invited some people. Is it open to the general public?
It is open. Everybody come. We have enough t-shirts.
Is it only t-shirt? The rice and stew.
Rice and stew, everything.
Okay, so that's what I want to hear.
And for those that also want to assist the organization, you are free to come around.
All right, thank you very much. Now, as I'm living in Nigeria as a complete human. That's the style. As a complete human, it's already very difficult. So I can imagine what happens to the visually impaired. Now, Hassan, can you tell us what it takes to be in Nigeria, being visually impaired?
Well, our dear country is our country. We don't have anywhere to go. Nigeria is our country, but we are not finding it easy. Things are very difficult, and also more especially the visually impaired people. You see, this cane that we are using, most of the people, they are ignorant of it, because last week Saturday I wanted to go out. Then I stopped the Okada man. I told him that this is where I'm going. He agreed, and I begged him that sorry, I want to buy something in the shop, in the chemist. Help me if I go there. He agreed, but the way we are going, I said, Okada man, don't forget this is what I want to buy. He said, if you see the place, just allow me now so that I will stop. I said, I'm not seeing. He said, you're not seeing. Now that is the reason why I'm holding this cane. He said, how can I know that this is the reason why you are holding this cane?
I can imagine.
Yes, so this is what we are facing in this country. So that is the reason why we will keep on enlightening people, advocating, telling people that this is the use of this cane, and we want them anywhere that you see a blind person holding this, see person that holding this cane, you should know that this is a blind person and he needs help from you. Yes, because most of them, if you enter park here, except if they see you, somebody holds you. Sometimes also people will hold me, but they are still thinking of, I don't know whether they are still thinking of is the passion, is we are doing, is it guy that we are doing or what? So sometimes I keep on even surprised. I say, why is it that as a grown-up person like me, somebody will just hold me, even if they feel it's normal. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. That is the reason why we are here to enlighten people. That is, this is the use of this white cane.
All right, thank you. And you've been having this program yearly. Do you think that the sensitization is enough? Do you think that the Nigerian Association of the Blind, that you guys are doing enough for the public to understand what you're going through, especially when it concerns the white stick, the white stick cane or the white cane? Do you think you're doing enough, comrade?
Well, we are doing our best, but you know, having this celebration requires funds. So most state governments, they don't fund our various state chapters for them to observe this day. So states like, I've said it before, states like Lagos that always capture it in their budget.
No, I'm not talking about the annual celebration. I'm talking about what to do so that the public, don't you think about maybe liaising with the media houses?
Yes.
So that they will having jingles, things that will keep running, that will make people know about life.
Yes. I have that in mind, and I know the importance of engaging the media to because I'm also a media person.
Okay.
So I know the importance, but we came on board. This is just I think 4 months.
Yes, 4 months.
And we're elected on the 16th of June. So it is part of what the National ESCO will be deliberating tonight. We'll be having our first physical meeting tonight. So we are going to engage them. We want to create more awareness about this.
All right.
Because we want to make the environment friendly.
All right.
We want an inclusive environment where everybody will be happy.
Okay. Yes. Now you've talked about inclusive environment, and I know the inclusiveness you're talking about entails even being in governance, being part of what is happening in Nigeria.
Of course.
So as visually impaired, how will you rate the government? How far have they incorporated your organization into the mainstream whatever of the government? How will you rate it?
Well, 2 over 100.
Oh my God, that's very, very poor. You're not fair, coverage.
Yeah, 2 over 100.
That's
because
very poor.
The government, they do whatever that they are doing towards the aspects of it. They should see us as part of the society. They should include us. Not during campaigns, they will come around because we have quite a number of members. I'm talking to persons with disability generally.
Okay.
They will come to us, seek for our votes, and after the election, they will not include us. We have so many of our members that are professors. There are blind professors in this country, PhD holders, lawyers. So why can't they engage them? These are people that came out with first class in schools and are doing well in their different fields. So why did government appoint them? Sometimes you will see some of the state governments or the federal government appointing someone as SA on disability matters without an office. Without an office, without even having access to the government letter-headed paper. Just I see that as individual empowerment.
So now this is a platform. Now, how do you think, what do you want the government to do for the visually impaired and those living with a disability in general in Nigeria? Because now you're their spokesperson.
Yes.
So what do you think that the
government should involve us in the governance of this country, both at the state, federal and the state level? Not only during elections they will come to us and seek for our votes. We should be part of it. Most political parties during the election, they appointed disability campaign desk officer. Then what happens after the election? They forget about all those persons with disability that have been moving around campaigning with them. We don't want that. They should involve us. Like the governor of Enugu State, I want him to appoint someone with disability as people with disability in his government.
All right.
They can serve as board chairman. They can serve or even as a SA on environment and what have you. Not only appointing us on disability. They should appoint people in different fields who have men and women that can excel.
Because throwing into what you said, we equally have no people that are visually impaired that are doing great. I'll mention one of the musicians that everybody know, Kobam Sasuko. He's okay. I'm just from your side. He's visually impaired, but he's doing great.
He's from the south.
So I agree with what you're saying. Rebecca, do you have more to add to what the comrade said about government including the disabled people living with a disability in the governance?
All right. Even though my president have already said everything, but we have people that are graduate. If you see the numbers of people that they are unemployed people, and they will finish school, and the way most of the persons with disability, well, let me talk about my side, that is my cluster blind. Most of us, we come from a very poor background, that is poor family. So if you see the way our people are struggling to see that they have this education, but after they study, after they do everything, before you know, they will just sit at home without doing anything. So what we are pleading with the government now to help us to employ our people that are in needs, and they have good qualification, they have their paper at hand, they have even we have secondaries, we have the graduates, we have many people that they are looking for jobs. So we are pleading to the government should help us to employ those people that need this job.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Please, let me say something about this employment. You see, thank God with technology, we have assistive devices that can make one work effectively. Some of us as visually impaired persons, we even teach sighted ones computer these days because there is a software. We have WhatsApp platforms. We use Android phones. We can work with some of these devices effectively.
That's good.
So the government, we have the Enugu State chapter now. They have their own WhatsApp platform where people type or send voice notes. Even at the national, we have. Even the ESCO, I would say that we are having first physical meeting today. So but other meetings we have been doing it online. So we can work effectively. The government should employ us because it is not easy for one to go through tertiary institution in this country. And just like she said, most came from poor backgrounds. And some of the parents, they regret after spending huge amounts of money on their children, and after graduating, and they will just be sitting at home. Like one called me from Akwa Ibom about a month ago that can I please send him money that he wants to go and buy himself. And this is somebody who graduated from University of Calabar, and he has been sitting at home for over 7 years now.
That's bad. That's bad. Comrade and Rebecca, you've been talking about inclusiveness, that's in governance, but are there not other things that the visually impaired and the people living with disability in general need? Like I know in the developed world, they make a walkway for them. There are some things that are put in place to make navigation for you people comfortable. So what are these things that should be done in Nigeria?
Yes, that's why we are preaching for inclusive society. The society here is not friendly. There are some buildings that we cannot access easily, especially our colleagues with disability, those that uses wheelchairs, and even our churches. They don't have us in mind when constructing these churches. Some persons with disability find it difficult to go to church because every time they go to church, you will see people lifting them on their wheelchairs. Wow. So because of that, they don't like that kind of embarrassment. Some don't go to church, and it doesn't take these churches or the governments or the public building, even our hotels, to construct a ramp. It doesn't take them much to do that.
Thank you, Comrade Stanley Onyeduchi and the woman leader, Rebecca Hassan. It's been wonderful having you guys here. We've been talking with the Nigerian Association of the Blind. They are here in the studios to tell us about their annual White Cane Safety Day that has already started. And I tell you, it's come one, come all. And rice and stew is going to be very plenty. I tell you, I'm going to be part of the show. It's been wonderful talking with you guys. My name is Amuli Onyekomo. Remember that. All right. Thank you, Comrade Stanley Onyebuchi, the National President of the Nigerian Association of the Blind.
Thank you.
And Rebecca Hassan, the woman leader of the Nigerian Association of the Blind. It's been wonderful having you guys in the studio, and we've been discussing about their weekly activity, annual celebration of the International White Cane Safety Day. And I hope that you've learned a lot, because before now I didn't know about the white stick, and today they've told us about the white stick and the problems that they go through being visually impaired. They've equally spoken to the government, and I know that they will come to their aid in no time. And regarding the program that is coming up, they said that everybody is invited, and that rice and stew is going to be plenty. And I am going to be there. My name is Amuli Onyekom. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.